You've probably said this before. I'm just lazy. Maybe you said it after scrolling for 3 hours, after procrastinating something important, or after watching everyone else seem productive while you feel stuck. But what if I told you laziness doesn't actually exist? Yeah, not in the way you think. Because what we call laziness is usually something much deeper. And once you understand it, you stop blaming yourself and start gaining control. Part 1. The lie you've been told. From a young age, we're taught this simple idea. If you're not working hard, you're lazy. But psychology says something very different. Your brain is not designed to make you productive. It's designed to keep you alive. And to your brain, effort equals danger. Think about it. For most of human history, energy was survival. If you wasted energy, you risked starving. So your brain evolved to do one thing extremely well: avoid unnecessary effort. That means avoid hard tasks, avoid discomfort, avoid uncertainty. So when you sit there not doing what you should, it's not because you're broken, it's because your brain is doing its job. Part 2. Laziness is usually fear. Let's be real. You're not lazy when it comes to things you enjoy. You can binge a show for 6 hours straight, scroll endlessly, play games, talk to people. Suddenly, no laziness. So what changed? The task. Because what we call laziness is often just hidden fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough. When something matters, your brain raises the stakes, and instead of saying, "I'm scared," it tells you, "I'll do it later." Part 3. The dopamine trap. Now here's where it gets worse. We live in a world where everything is designed to hijack your brain. Short videos, endless scrolling, instant entertainment. These things give you dopamine, the reward chemical. But here's the problem. Your brain starts choosing easy dopamine over meaningful effort. Why struggle for hours when you can feel good instantly? So your brain rewires itself. Hard work equals boring, easy stimulation equals rewarding. And over time, even small tasks start to feel exhausting. Not because they are hard, but because your brain is now addicted to low-effort rewards. Part 4. Decision fatigue. Ever notice this? You wake up motivated, but by the end of the day, you can't even do simple things. That's not laziness, that's decision fatigue. Every single decision you make drains mental energy. What to eat, what to wear, what to watch, what to reply. By the time you get to important work, your brain is tired, and it defaults to the easiest option: do nothing. Part 5. The identity problem. This is the most dangerous one. At some point, you stop saying, "I feel lazy," and you start saying, "I am lazy." That small shift changes everything, because now it's not a temporary state, it's your identity. And once something becomes your identity, your brain works to prove it true. You procrastinate. "See, I'm lazy." You avoid work. "That's just who I am." And just like that, you trap yourself in a cycle. Part 6. You're overwhelmed, not lazy. Look at your life right now. Too many goals, too many expectations, too much pressure. Your brain doesn't handle overload well. When everything feels important, nothing gets done. So instead of starting, you freeze, and that freeze looks like laziness, but it's actually overwhelm. Part 7. The real truth. Here's the truth no one tells you. Laziness is a symptom, not the cause. Behind it, there's always something: fear, burnout, overstimulation, lack of clarity, low energy. So instead of asking, "Why am I so lazy?" ask, "What is my brain trying to avoid?" Because your brain is always protecting you from something.
Part 8. How to break it. Now let's get practical. You don't fix laziness by forcing motivation. That never works. You fix it by working with your brain. 1. Make tasks stupidly small. Don't say, "I'll work for 2 hours." Say, "I'll do this for 5 minutes." Because starting is the hardest part. Once you begin, momentum takes over. 2. Remove easy dopamine. If your brain has access to easy rewards, it will never choose hard ones. Reduce endless scrolling, notifications, constant stimulation. Make boredom normal again. That's when your brain starts seeking real work. 3. Change your identity. Stop saying, "I'm lazy." Start saying, "I'm someone who is learning discipline." Even if it feels fake, your brain follows identity more than motivation. 4. Lower the pressure. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to do everything. You just need to move forward slightly. Progress beats perfection every time. 5. Understand your resistance. Next time you avoid something, pause. Ask yourself, what am I actually feeling right now? Fear? Confusion? Doubt? Once you name it, it loses power.
Part 9. The final shift. Here's the biggest mindset shift. You are not fighting laziness. You are negotiating with your brain. And your brain wants safety, comfort, certainty. So instead of forcing it, guide it. Make things easier, clearer, smaller. And suddenly, what felt impossible becomes manageable. So next time you call yourself lazy, stop. Because you're not lazy. You're overstimulated, overwhelmed, or afraid. And once you understand that, you stop hating yourself and start fixing the real problem. Because the truth is, you were never lazy. You just didn't understand your mind. If you want more psychology like this, subscribe. Because the more you understand your brain, the less it controls you.